Thanks so much for tuning into the Property Show. We're taking calls and emails from across the country and helping you take an informed decision with that big money chunk you're going to part with to buy a property. Let's tell you what we have on the show today. We've got debates, big trends in real estate, and also we're going to take you to a lot many cities across India. Smart 1 BHK options in Mumbai region, that's where we'll begin. Also, budget home investments in Chennai, all in 25 lakh rupees. With the NCR Planning Board Statutory Committee not to the master plan, is it safe to bet on this region? That's a viewer question. We'll tackle that as well. And industry leaders have been voicing their displeasure on Bangalore's crawling infra development. We have a special report today which takes a close look at 5 key infra projects and their status in this IT city. Okay, we're going to start with Bangalore first. That's the city on our radar. And I've got this question on email from Reena Dakwa. She says, I'm looking for an apartment in Bangalore. The areas I'm interested in are Yelahanka, Whitefield, Nagavar, Hebel and nearby areas. Budget is 50 lakh, all inclusive. Please help me finding the best property. So she's given us a lot of choices, lots of areas.
Having given all those choices, unfortunately, Nagavara and Hebel have a weighted average price of 5,000 rupees a square feet, so they would be beyond your budget. However, I think Whitefield and Yelahanka are both great locations. Yelahanka is located in North Bangalore, is a good livable area. Particularly Yelahanka Dobalapur Road is emerging as a very important destination, and the government is actually spending a lot of money in trying to do infrastructure development and connecting this Yelahanka micro market to the airport as well. There's going to be elevated expressway from Hebel to Yelahanka, which will be a 4-kilometer stretch, and there'll be 6 more flyovers over there. Whitefield, I believe, has developed itself as a self-sustaining suburban area, and there are a lot of IT parks over there. There are good schools, good hospitals, so you can look at both these areas very comfortably. Just coming back to some key data points, Whitefield is about 28 projects, so enough choices to make. Yelahanka 23. The total supply in Whitefield is about 4,371 units. Yelahanka is about 4,816. Inventory overhang in Whitefield is 21 months and Yelahanka is 18 months. This is with respect to completion years, with projects completing by 2013 and 2014 respectively with Whitefield and Yelahanka. Weighted average price, Whitefield 3,234 rupees a square feet, whereas Yelahanka is a little more expensive, 3,589 rupees a square feet. Price appreciation, Whitefield has done much better, maybe because it's a low base, 34% over the last 2 years, 16% annualized, and Yelahanka has been about 12%, which is 6% annualized. Recommendations from our side, DSR Greenfields by DSR Infrastructure. This is in Whitefield, 2,950 rupees a square feet, getting completed in 2013. You can pick it up from the developer. Century Saras by Century Group. This is in Yelahanka, 200 rupees a square feet, getting completed in 2013 again, available from the developer. And lastly, Nagarjuna Meadows Phase 2 by NCC Urban. This is also in Yelahanka, 3,690 rupees a square feet. 2013 is the completion year and available from the developer.
All right, Reena. So 3 projects for you, 50 lakh budget, pretty much narrows it down to Whitefield and Yelahanka. Those are the 2 locations which are being recommended and the projects you must go and see. First off, you've got DSR Greenfields by DSR Infrastructure. There's also Century Saras by Century Group. And there's Nagarjuna Meadows Phase 2 by NCC Urban. Bangalore. That's a city where jobs have actually outpaced infrastructure development. In fact, Bangalore's infra woes began soon after the city started expanding following the information technology boom in 2000. State governing bodies woke up much later and are actually now a little busy putting up rail and road projects to speed up development. We take a closer look at the 5 critical infrastructure projects coming up in Bangalore and how they could change the face of the city.
Despite the IT boom in Bangalore, the city's infrastructure has stayed several steps behind the growth. But things are expected to look up in the next few years with major infrastructure projects coming up across the city. Some of these include the Namma Metro project, the nice Bangalore-Mysore corridor project, the elevated expressway to the international airport, the high-speed rail link to the international airport and the monorail project. Analysts say these projects are critical for the city as the social and economic demands are evolving. The most awaited project under construction is the Bangalore Metro Rail project, known locally as Namma Metro. Expected to connect different ends of the city, the 115-kilometer project is chugging along slowly but surely. Currently, only 6.7 kilometers under the Phase 1 of 42 kilometers is operational. Phase 1 is expected to be complete by May 2014. Phase 2 scheduled to be completed by 2017 to 18. Besides the metro, the largest infrastructure project which has been in the making for nearly 16 years is the Bangalore-Mysore Infrastructure Corridor, also called the NICE Road. Plagued by controversies mainly over land acquisition, the proposed 4 to 6 lane private tolled expressway is spread over 164 kilometers. Currently, Phase A of the project of 62 kilometers, including the 56 kilometers of peripheral roads, have been completed. No timeline has been given for the completion of Phase B and C connecting Bangalore to Mysore.
What's happening to Bangalore? Just visualize, if our road was not there, we get about nearly 60,000 vehicles, per day. If that road was not built, all those vehicles would have gone through the city of Bangalore. As it is, it takes so long to go through the Bangalore city. Now, if our road was not there, Bangalore city would have been crippled.
Connectivity to the airport, located about 40 kilometers from the city, has come as an afterthought to the city's planners. Two major road and rail projects are currently underway to reduce travel time. The road project is the elevated expressway being executed by the National Highways Authority of India. The 6-lane elevated expressway to the airport is expected to be complete by 2013. It will be a series of 7 flyovers from Hebbal to the Trumpet Junction near the international airport. The rail project is a high-speed rail link to the airport connecting MG Road to the Bengaluru International Airport. No date of completion has been set for this project. Developers are already launching their projects in these areas to cash in on the demand once these projects get completed.
Prices which were hovering around 1,200 rupees about 10 years back, same location today, or the resale of those apartments are being done at 5,000 rupees. The row houses what we sold at around 2,000 rupees a square feet, these are being sold at around 10,000 rupees plus a square feet. And this is all happening in my view because the city has grown maximum towards the Devanhalli side, especially in and around Hebbal 5 kilometers radius.
Another key infrastructure project is the proposed monorail project, expected to serve as a feeder network to the Bangalore Metro. The project is yet to kick off and get the final government clearance. Experts say traffic reduction will be the biggest benefit as a result of these projects.
Today, if you really see that going even anywhere in the city, the traffic speed is not more than about 10 km per hour. And that is not what any international norm. International norm says it should be about between 40 to 50 km per hour. If you see the cities like Hyderabad, where the new infrastructure is created, you have a huge mobility.
To ensure better monitoring, the Karnataka government will soon bring out a legislation to govern infrastructure projects and facilitate more projects under the PPP model. Experts say the government needs to push these projects as priority to ensure Bangalore doesn't lose its edge as a global modern city. In Bangalore, Balakrishnan, NDTV Profit.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.